This is lesson 29, exercise 4, final side keyboard practice. And when you think about it, you've learned a lot of final side sounds now, like the final CH, the the inch, the final TH, all right? Plus other things like the final BL and just regular sounds that you do as consonant blends. So it's very important that we practice these final side drills so that when you have these sounds come up in words, they're clean and you're not hesitating. All right, so don't forget that final TH is the final GT, final CH is the final FP, then you know the IRCH, the final IRCH, FRPB, and the final inch, FRPB-LG. All right, so I'm going to dictate these now, and don't look at your fingers, all right? It might be tempting to with all these final side sounds and keys that you're pressing. So find a focal point and just look out, and you can look at your keyboard chart too if you want, but don't look at your fingers and don't look at anything translating on your screen, and make sure you write a comma after each one. So here we go. Ready? Final TH, final CH, final IRCH, final TH, final inch, final TH, final RT, final IRCH, final inch, final TH, final BL, final KT, final LD, final LS, final LT, final PS, final PT, final RB, final RD, final RG, final RL, final RP, final TH, final CH, final IRCH, final TH, final inch, final BL, final CH, final KT, final RS, final IRCH, final inch, final TH, final RB, final RK, final KT, final LT, final PT, final RT, final NS, final RD, final BL, final CH, final IRCH, final inch, final TH, final PS. All right, so important to go back up to the top of your vertical notes and look at your steno and see how clean all of these are. All right, check to see if you got them all without shadowing something else in them. All right, do it again if you need to. And then when you're ready, we're going to move on to exercise 5A, preview words and sentences.